I'm a firm believer in agree to disagree, or like meet in the middle. I'm not gonna say social media is a bad thing or cell phones are a bad thing. If I feel some type of way about something, I remove myself from said thing, and said thing can be that thing. I don't feel like if I don't like something, I should look at that thing and say that thing is bad or like harmful. You know, you could see the harmful things of what you're looking at sometimes if it's has harmful ways or is harmful, but there's also always a bright side.
Some students are trying to beat their own addictive behavior to technology.
A group of teenagers are spending time in a park, laughing, crafting, just talking. It's only unusual because there isn't a single smartphone in sight. They're part of a small but growing group of Brooklyn students who formed the Luddite Club, named after a 19th century movement opposing industrialization. She began to notice how many of her students were struggling with tech addiction.
And here's the thing. Anything in this life that's too much is bad for you. So long as you're using it just to escape, right? So it's like some people can smoke a lot of and they function just fine in society, right? I'm not saying that's me or the next person. I'm just saying. Or some people can drink a lot and they're fine. Some people can't. Some people can use their phone or social media for a good cause. And all right, that's you. Some people, they not on social media for a good cause. They on social media for bull, for real. And it's just the mindless scrolling part that really gets people needing to throw their phone out the window, like when they just sit and they're on social media. Just like for a pastime, there's no puzzles, there's no books, there's no nothing ever. It's scary. Like, I'm not saying fake the funk and be somebody you're not. Just because social media is also bad. I'm saying like this age right now is so tech based, and I won't talk about less. It's just scary because kids are growing up on and in tech. Real school isn't even the same. Everything's really technologically based. I don't even think they're gonna have textbooks in the next 10 years. Like, it's all gonna be like Kindles and like laptops, which is not bad because times are changing, right? You wanna move with the times. You don't wanna make people be Neanderthal just because it felt good to you. You don't wanna be like a damn robot just because that's the future. You just wanna kind of like follow your heart and do the right thing. And you know right from wrong, like social media, drugs, food, anything that you do in moderation is fine. I think the problem is it's really being pushed to lose yourself entirely in social media, and while it's supposed to be helping people connect, which it can do for sure if you're the right type of person for that, there's people that let it, you know, keep them like afraid, and that happens to like a lot of people. I feel like social media gets into people's heads. It's like there's society that we have outside of social media, and then there's social media where it's like it's instant gratification, it's pretty, it's we're seeing things really glittery and sharp and faster, and then it makes people feel like real life's supposed to move that fast or like be. And I'm not saying social media or technology is not part of real life. I'm saying, you know, waking flesh and stuff versus like this object. Basically, if you do things in moderation, you don't have to say no to something that can be helpful. you know. But I see why people would want to reject social media or cell phones or anything that's harmful to society as a whole. Because I don't know. I don't know what the world's agenda is for real, but I know money is really important to the greedier, more powerful people. So people need to just take care of their minds, and social media is not your enemy, really. Or cell phones. That's all I'm trying to say.
It's been called a Luddite for years, and it was not used in a positive way. It was very much derogatory. Luddites are often seen as anti-progress, backwards.
What is a Luddite?
Someone who is against the abuse, not the use of technology.